So in this video, we're going to understand what the right mouse button does, understand what the left mouse button does, and how this is different from not only other 3D programs, but most other desktop programs that you've used. We will also cover how to change it, but I don't recommend you do that, because not only is most of the reference material out there governed by the default, which is what we'll be using throughout the rest of this course as well. So let's hop straight over to Blender. So we're in Blender at the moment, and I just want to demonstrate to you some of the key features of having this particular setup, the benefit of having it. Now we're in the 3D editor at the moment, and this right and left mouse button combination affects every other section of Blender as well, but we'll just stick to the 3D editor at the moment. It's quite early in the course, don't want to daunt you with everything else. So I'm just going to demonstrate, so no need to actually follow or do what I'm doing on the screen at the moment. It's just for your own reference, so you can understand why the right mouse button doesn't bring up a menu. So the right mouse button is used for selection. If we were using the left mouse button, we couldn't actually select any of these other points that are under this green line. Bit of a bummer. What the left mouse button tends to do is move around this thing here, which, although looking like a target, it's called the 3D cursor. We're not going to go through that at the moment, but that will come in use later on. So having the right mouse button as select, and then the left mouse button as confirming an action, what that means is we can select things that are underneath other controllers. So in this case, this green line allows us to move things. So I can move things, that's great, but anything that's under there, I can't select it without reorientating the model. Ah, wait a minute. No, I can't even select any. Oh, I can zoom in, there we go. Oh, what a faff. So having the right mouse button as select is spot on. We don't need to bring up menus as much as we need to select and then take action. As an example, if we select that face and then decide to move it like this, I'm not holding any button down at the moment. The right mouse button can then be clicked again to cancel that move, which is very powerful if you've moved something completely incorrectly. If I wanted it to be there, I could then left click to confirm the action. So right click is for the selecting, and left click is for confirming. Finally, if you do want to change it, perhaps you've been doing mucking around with 3D stuff for a very long time and it's just too daunting to use the right mouse button for selection, you can change it under the user preferences, under File, User Preferences, under the Input button at the top, you can change it the select with to left. Now, I do not recommend that anyone taking this course that is new to 3D modeling does that. Again, to reiterate what I said earlier, all of the reference material that you're likely to come across will be with select with the right and take action with the left. And also, this whole course is set out with that configuration. Okay, so that is the left and right buttons explained. If you're on a Mac, the right mouse button is often known as the secondary click. Let's move on to the next lecture.